The time is at hand.
From the land of crackheads and honey, this is In Dark Places. This past Saturday I was on my way to work, and there's a curve up past my mom and dad's old house. And the curve is rumored to be haunted. I've talked about it before on the show. But as I was driving to work, I was approaching the curve, and I saw a long crackhead running like he was in a horror movie. He was running and looking behind him the whole time he was running. And I was approaching from the other side of the hill on the curve. So I was thinking, oh man, what's this going to be? I was thinking probably like a big horde of other crackheads chasing that guy, like zombies or something. But as I got around him in the curve, there was no one there. And he was just running the whole time and looking behind him like somebody was after him. He could have possibly seen that ghost that haunts that curve, but my thought is he was just tweaking. Appalachian UFO Reports. This one has a video. Sebring, Ohio, October 1st, 2025. Walked outside to check on my dogs that were barking. Looked up at the moon, saw a white light/orb flash near the moon to the bottom left of the moon. Went back inside the house to grab my phone. Google Pixel 10 Pro to get a picture or video of the object to see if I could identify it. Went back outside into the backyard and started recording. My 7-year-old son came out and was talking to me in the video. The object appeared circular to the naked eye, but when I zoomed in with my phone, it almost appeared as a cube of light with a possible void in the middle. It may have just been in the appearance of the video. It traveled from about a 60-degree angle to about a 40-degree angle of elevation before I lost sight behind trees and other properties, and traveled in a southeastern direction. There was also a secondary object moving in the opposite direction and blinking. I think that may have been a plane traveling southwest, but could not determine that either. I didn't notice it immediately, but looking back at the video, I could see it come into view earlier. It seemed to travel a normal path. I believe my dogs were barking at a person. This one has a video. It's from Crossville, Tennessee, October 1st, 2025 at 3:20 a.m. I work overnight shifts in Crossville, Tennessee. Nearly every night between 3:10 and 4 o'clock, I witness a strange phenomenon in the sky. Perfectly circular lights appear, slowly growing brighter before suddenly disappearing without a trace. Sometimes they move horizontally, other times they move vertically, drifting in ways that seem almost free and unrestrained. On occasion, the lights even rearrange themselves into geometric patterns, such as a line or a triangle. They produce no sound, show no flashing indicators, and display movements unlike any plane, drone, or satellite I've ever seen. Their sudden vanishings make them even more baffling, as if they simply fade into nothingness. It's an unexplainable recurring event that has left me both fascinated and unsettled, certain that what I'm seeing cannot be dismissed as ordinary aircraft. Scranton, Pennsylvania, October 1st, 7:15 p.m. Around dusk, driving 81 north from Scranton, first thought I was seeing a plane, but the color was bright blue-green and traveling extremely fast. Crossed in front of me in the sky, and as it headed toward the lighter horizon, it seemed to disappear. No clouds visible to hide the object. Kinda seems like a meteor, but who knows. Polka, West Virginia, October 1st, at 9:20 p.m. I was driving, going about 50 when the car in front of me slammed on their brakes, and I was just looking around to see why. I saw what looked to be 3 triangle-shaped objects flying in a triangle formation, with yellow lights and a yellow aura or haze. It was headed southeast and was moving very fast and smooth. I lost sight of it quickly. Mountainville, Alabama, October 3rd, 2025, 9:40 p.m. Round bright orb. Incredible speed. Just looked like a flashlight came on in the sky, coming toward us, but it shot off to our right with lightning speed. This one has a video from Wheeling, West Virginia, October 6th at 3:41 a.m. My son was brushing his teeth and saw what looked like a flickering star. What's your son doing up at 3:41 a.m.? Anyway, but then realized it was flickering red, green, and blue like a strobe light with his own eyes. He also said it was the brightest thing in the sky at the time. At first he thought it was a drone, but then he took a close-up video through his telescope with his phone, and now he's unsure. This one comes from Boonville, Mississippi, and it has a video. October 10th, 2025, 2:11 a.m. Object traveled very slowly on an arc, stopped above my home. I stared at it for about 10 seconds, and as it continued on an arc, then I was no longer able to see it because it went beyond the horizon. A couple of days later, I remembered the backyard camera, and at the exact time of my sighting, my camera has an unexplained video to me. It seems to me to be a spacecraft taking off at warp speed, or quite possibly the speed of light. Birmingham, Alabama, October 12th at 8:45 p.m. It was fuzzy/hazy looking, gliding in the night sky just beyond the height of which a bird would fly. It blended into the night sky just so it wouldn't be seen clearly. It started turning, and when it did, the V-shape turned and started to look like a pair of wings and then disappeared into the night sky. Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, October 14th, 7:30 p.m. 3 round ball shapes went over our house at about 60 feet. This one has videos. Patton City, West Virginia, October 14th at 10:14. Hey, it's 10:14 on 10:14. Freaky. While taking my dog out, I observed several lights floating around a radio tower. I have 2 videos that I will attach. You may need to increase the brightness. You will see the radio tower beacon in one video, and you will see a plane. But keep your attention around the tower, and you will notice several orb-type lights. Douglasville, Georgia, October 16th at 6 a.m. I was in my bedroom when I heard a loud noise coming from outside. As I looked, I saw a UFO hovering over my next-door neighbor's house. It was 2 during the time. I don't know. Bremen, Alabama, October 16th at 9:38 p.m. Not high off the ground, moving slowly away from the park. I was going south on Highway 69 talking to my fiancée when I looked up to my left and noticed 3 massive white balls pulsating under a black triangle. I watched it move south toward Warrior, Alabama, slowly and not high in the air, maybe 90 or 100 feet. October 17th, 2025, 9 a.m., Aberdeen, Ohio. On the front porch drinking my coffee this morning at about 9 a.m., and I saw a silver reflective cylinder flying very high over the Ohio River, going roughly southwest to northeast. I watched it for a good 5 to 8 minutes. No sound, no trails, no wings. It also appeared to have a dark stripe or be connected in the center. Flew smoothly in a straight line and was above some of the chemtrails and clouds. I'm located in southern Ohio on the river. Howley, Pennsylvania, October 19th, 5:50 p.m. I think. It doesn't say. While sitting outside on my steps with my dog, I heard a humming sound. In 20 to 30 black circular disc-like objects flew right above the tree line in close quarter formation. It scared me and my dog, and we went back into our house. I don't blame you. This This one has a picture and a video. Asheville, North Carolina, October 19th, 2025, 10:30 p.m. The witness observed multiple bright, silent lights in the night sky. One light in particular exhibited highly unconventional maneuvers, including an instantaneous directional change and rapid acceleration out of sight. This was the second event in as many visits to this overlook, the previous being 2 weeks prior. Initial appearance. Lights. Multiple bright lights were visible. The primary object was one of these, appearing as a brilliant, distinct point of light, visible in the attached video and photo. The still image shows at least 2 prominent lights, one white/bluish, one yellow/orange. Sound. The object was completely silent throughout the entire observation. Size and shape. Appeared to be as a bright, self-illuminated orb or point of light. No discernible conventional structure. Wings, fuselage, rotors were visible. Video/photo evidence. Attached video and still image. Document 2. Initial appearance of the lights. The video shows one light growing noticeably brighter before the maneuver. Initial movement. The object was moving at a slow, steady speed, distinct from a plane or satellite. Directional change. The object executed an abrupt, instantaneous 90-degree turn. This turn involved no banking, deceleration, or loss of altitude, ruling out conventional aerodynamics. Acceleration and disappearance. Immediately following the 90-degree turn, the object accelerated rapidly. The object's behavior is inconsistent with any known military or commercial aircraft, drone, satellite, or astronomical body. Weather conditions. The sky had visible clouds present, as seen in the attached media. Clouds near the horizon/lower portion of the sky. Visibility good, clear enough to distinguish bright lights in the night sky. Rome, Georgia, October 20th at 11:57 a.m. Pilot of aircraft reported seeing a UFO the size of a black golf cart off his wing, moving slowly at 11,500 feet. Reported to Atlanta Air Traffic Control Center. October 21st at 9:35 p.m. London, Kentucky. Square, diamond-shaped, dark object with an angelic white underglow seen moving erratically across the night sky. Appeared to bounce between the stars in straight-line segments, resembling pinball motion. I was outdoors in a forested area with little light pollution and observed a distinct square-shaped glowing object in the eastern night sky, approximately 9:35 p.m. The object had a bright angelic white underglow and appeared to move in sudden, straight-line segments, seemingly bouncing from one star to another, like a pinball. The movement was smooth, between directional changes, and appeared intelligent or controlled, not random drifting. Object did not resemble any conventional aircraft, meteor, or satellite behavior. This one has a video. Glenville, West Virginia, October 22nd at 2:46 a.m. A single orb-shaped object changing colors hovered over downtown Glenville, moving slightly for 7 minutes and then shot off over the hill, out of view. Last week, the university installed a giant spotlight that shoots blue light into the sky, which can be seen for miles away, known as the Glenville Lighthouse, GISSI, light named after the one who donated the money for it to be built. Moscow, Pennsylvania, October 25th, 6:53 p.m. Watched it for about 4 minutes and then it started to move very slowly. Went to get the camera and within seconds it totally disappeared from view, low in the sky when we were watching it. Not sure what this could have been. We are 2 retired seniors and we do live near a tiny active airport, Spring Hill Airport, located in Hamlin, Pennsylvania. But the postal address would be Moscow, Pennsylvania. So we are familiar with aircraft and helicopter activity. We have never seen this type before. Also, the lights were steady, on, and not blinking. We thought it might be a UFO because there was no sound at all. And the fact that it stayed in place for so long and had no red lights or running lights, only one green and one white, and then disappeared completely. This one has a video. Limestone, Tennessee, October 26 at 1:58 a.m. The orb started where the forest makes a V shape. You will see it in the video. It went from the V shape slowly to the right above the tree line. This one has pictures. Newcastle, Pennsylvania, October 29th, 12:30 a.m. I was sleeping and the light coming through the window woke me up. I looked out and saw an oval-shaped two-color light, green/white. Once I saw the object, I grabbed my phone and was able to take several photos. There were two beams shining down from the object while I was taking photos. Several minutes later, it was gone without me seeing it leave. This one has a video. Cumming, Georgia, October 31st at 7:54 p.m. We were on my back patio making s'mores when we noticed a light in the sky that was moving oddly and its colors were changing. My sister and I both took out our phones and started recording it and taking photos from slightly different angles. She has an iPhone 16 Pro and I have an iPhone 17 Pro. At first, I thought it was maybe a drone until it started zipping around at impossible speeds and zigzagging. I was holding my phone as steady as possible, but before zooming in and out some. The object was visible to the naked eye, was changing colors, and was like a ball of fire/light. And there you go. That's all of the UFO reports from the National UFO Reporting Center for October 2025. Thanks for listening. Really appreciate you. I'll see you again next time. God bless.